So when you hear the expression, God, I wonder what these streets would say if they could talk, Sarasota Street Talk is making the streets talk, and we're recording what they're saying. So that, to me, that is what Sarasota Street Talk is all about.
Sarasota Street Talk is to introduce people of the surroundings.
We're literally right now, we're downtown Sarasota, and we hear people all around us telling different stories. Those are the streets talking.
Scotty, how are you, sir?
Hey, Mark. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for asking.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, my friend.
We have 1 p.m. on Saturday, May 4th, Derby Day. Mm-hmm. And we're here at the Farmers Market, which is wrapping up.
Yep, right here on the corner of Lemon and... Thank you. Thank you, Scotty.
So, we got to figure this out at some point.
Lemon and Main Street, right here in front of Parker's Books and the world-famous Gator Club, who allow us to do this graciously. So thank you guys for doing that. And, everybody at Gator Club. And so this is what we do, man. We're here on the streets. We're not in an air-conditioned studio. We're not scripted. We're just right here with everybody who is Sarasota. The whole premise of this Sarasota Street Talk. If the streets of Sarasota could talk, what would they say? Everybody here are the streets of Sarasota. They do talk every day when there's stories and adventures and people that are here. So my name is Mark Klecka. Thank you for... I saw that look in your eye.
I was going to say when we were here. I was going to say we're here the first, second, and fourth Saturday.
That is correct.
Third Saturday, the Bazaar on Apricot and Lime.
That is correct, too.
And you are?
Thank you. My name is Mark Klecka. I am a realtor at Caldwell Banker downtown. My partner in crime, to my left, your right, is...
Scott Maloff, mortgage broker at Summit Lending Solutions.
And together we are Sarasota Street Talk. Yes. Woo!
Wow.
See, that's what... Oh, you know what? I should do that. Hold on. Wait.
What?
I got that. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Nope. Oh, no. It didn't do it. Oh, there it goes.
It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy.
Shazam. Okay, we got some other stuff here. Hold on. Let's see what else we got. We got this one. Or...
Why are you just discovering this now?
Right?
Where's this been the last... I've been here a year and 2 months.
14
months now.
Yeah. Scotty Maloof here. Mr. Scotty Maloof.
Hey. Hi.
Clapping. And then we got this.
Squirrels.
And then we got this one. Oh, here we go. So, Scott, say something funny.
Something funny. All right.
Anyway.
So, anyways, what do we do? We come here. We grab people off the street sometimes, and when they sit down and talk to us.
Yep.
And we have people scheduled, like famous people, like the mayor.
Yeah, well, we have people that,
and
people,
business owners,
influencers here downtown,
musicians and artists.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then today, our fourth guest, segue, happens to be a gentleman that was doing some painting here on the street, on the sidewalk. And anything else you want to say before
No,
we
I'm
bring
just
him
saying,
in?
it's great that the people come up to us. We welcome anyone to come and sit down and talk to us. And this is exactly the type of people that anybody is, but this is an example of somebody with a great story. And can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait to get into this. So ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's do this. Okay.
All
right, sir. Yeah, if you would like to introduce yourself,
Can
please.
everybody hear us out there? Oh, yeah. I'm
really
up on
embarrassingly
that,
close
like,
on that mic.
Mick Jagger.
Just Mick Jagger style. Get up on there.
Let me start by saying I am so thankful to be here. So thankful to have woke up today and be blessed to be standing next to two of the most charismatic people in downtown.
Where are they? Where are they?
We're looking around like, where are these people?
Of who are you
speaking? Are these people here? Are they under the rock somewhere?
No, I appreciate your enthusiam, man. That's fantastic.
Of course.
My first question is, how did you happen to
care
here right now?
So
why he's here right now?
Yeah.
Like, tell us that.
So when a mother and a father love each other very much, and they want to pursue having a kid, they make
a baby.
A baby, yes. And then all of a sudden, here I am, firstborn, Dustin-Allen Davis, and I am doing quality artwork for affordable prices. So I went to a MegaCon probably in 04, 05, roughly around the time I was going to college, and there weren't any singular pieces. There was not original artwork. There was a lot of prints, a whole lot of stuff that was very expensive but it wasn't singular, and it's stuff that I could see in maybe Ben's house or go to Jake's house and he would have the same thing. So I graduated AI of Tampa back in 10-11, and I put a mission statement together: quality artwork for affordable prices. I was going to do Warhols, but for Walmart prices, because I thought that everybody should be able to have a piece of artwork that they can revere and love.
I love that.
And not have to chop off their arm and leg to do so.
Which is very cool. And we
No,
know,
I absolutely love
I've
that.
only been here a short time,
Mm-hmm.
and we know how artsy Sarasota is.
It's fairly artsy.
And I happened to, for the first time ever, Art on Avenue or whatever it's called, the place over by Center Bistro,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like $1.8 million Salvador Dali. I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
Salvador Dali.
I obviously could never do that. Buy one, but what you're talking about sounds like awesome.
So yeah,
Like,
so if
very
we wanted to
interesting.
have a bunch of soup cans, if I'm on the same page with you, that's something that you would obviously not. You do something similar to that, possibly with your own flair involved, right?
Yes,
that we could have something similar to that.
Of course.
with your touch.
Of course,
on it, right?
But also too, the clientele that has been rampant now, whereas in the 90s/2000s it was uncanny, or for lack of better wording, devalued to like things like cartoons, comic books, things of that nature. And now, at the culmination of the generation that we have, it's just so apparent that anybody can like anything and it'll be okay. And it'll be relished, and people will be able to identify and say, you know what, I appreciate you liking that, and I might not like it, but you like it. And that's cool.
Well, and that's art, right?
Yes.
I mean, that's what
Very
art's
much
all
so.
about.
That's what art.
Very much so.
Which I'm not very astute at that.
Well,
I don't
but you
really
know what? Art is
but,
whatever you
But I didn't even realize
interpret
what you
to
were
be,
painting
right?
back there.
Yes.
So Dustin brought this over and said, "Here, I want you to have this."
For
and he
free.
gave this to me. And he gave it to me. So tell me about this piece.
Okay, so
It's a bunch
piece,
of different faces.
yes, this piece
Expressions.
is by an expressional piece, and the character is Finn from Adventure Time, relative
That's
new
where it was. That's
new
I was trying to figure out who that
new
was.
cartoon
Okay.
that's in, and I was giving these out for free because, unlike a business card, sometimes people want a piece of merchandise and they'll be able to relish it for themselves, no matter if they paid $10, paid $100. It's the sentimental value. And sometimes we miss that, and we're so quick to gatekeep what we have, so much so that we are missing opportunities in which we be able to touch somebody and they be able to touch other people, and we'd be able to connect. And that is a art form in itself that I think is dead, that I am trying to bring back.
So what you got? Give me an up here. What you got something? So what have you got behind you? Could you explain a little bit about what's going on
about your
back
art.
there? Talk about your art, man. It's good stuff.
So this Stormtrooper behind me, it is a play on the eye for 2024, because at first glance you would think that it is two Stormtroopers of any sex and they are kissing. But as the turn of the century, Star Wars has evolved. And this is one of the things I was touching earlier, is that Star Wars, being looked down upon roughly in the 80s, 90s, has built a very large fan base in the 2000s, in the now. And also, the culture has changed. So the Stormtroopers aren't as male abundant as they were in the 80s, 90s. So now they can be women, they can be any creed. So it is
Gotcha.
a play on your perspective, and it's also a play on your emotions as to how you think the world is. Is it male and female?
Yeah.
Is it controversial? Is it male and male? Is it even more controversial as to whether or not it be a trans or whether or not it be a unbinary? This is the society that we live in, and this is the kind of art form that Dustin-Allen Davis, from the company of Paintings by D.A.D, is pushing.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we're gonna get into that a little
All right.
bit more.
No, I
too.
love that. No,
yeah,
I love-
Dad. It's Paintings by Dad.
Paintings by
and that's his
Dad.
initials.
Right.
Dustin-Allen Davis.
Yep.
Yep.
So one wants to get a hold of. Okay, I got two questions. Well, the first one, how does one get a hold of you?
Social media. You could also
Okay.
look up Paintings by Dad or Dustin-Allen Davis. But also, I am a community person. So throughout the weekend, throughout the day, I'm in Bradenton, I'm in Sarasota, I'm in St. Pete. I am nomading around Florida and am not gatekeeping my artwork. I think it was last weekend, I probably gave out 10 paintings of different genres, was not charging, but was accepting tips. And surprisingly, I made over $700.
So when you
Wow.
you mentioned
Only
that,
asking for tips.
so
Wow.
so we're looking at kind of a Star Wars thing, and I know nothing
Yes.
about Star Wars, as we
I-
discovered.
As you
I
should.
don't either.
No.
What rock are
I
you
don't know
under
anything.
still?
No,
Yeah, yeah.
I was never into it. And we host a trivia at the Bazaar at Apricot and Lime. I don't know if you know where that is, that
I
RC
do
little
not.
area. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Because you need to know where that is.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
you
You
much
totally
so.
need to know where that is. But so we do trivia there on Wednesday nights, 3 or 4 Wednesdays. So last week was Star Wars.
Star Wars trivia.
And one of the guys who's usually there doing the trivia, playing the trivia while we're hosting, is a big Star Wars guy. So I gladly gave up my seat, and him and Mark and Bob did
Yeah.
the whole show.
That was so fun.
And
Congratulations, Mark and Bob,
it
by
was
Thank you. Thank
Mark's
you.
like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Bob knew everything about Star Wars.
Of course.
So is all your art about
Star Wars?
Star
Star Wars?
Wars and
No.
that genre and all that, or
No,
what else? Obviously, this
unfortunately-
is, or this is a. You
Yes.
said this is from a cartoon.
Now
I don't
the
know
ones that are the smaller ones that I'm giving out, those are Adventure Time geared towards just characters that can just basically just draw out and give out. But May 4th be with you.
Oh,
I
okay.
did a line of Star Wars paintings for today, for Saturday, to embrace that culture, embrace that society of people that are still trying to escape their reality, but also still persevering in their day-to-day.
Gotcha. Second question. So if I want to get something specifically done, do you do custom
commission.
pieces as well, commission pieces?
Yes, a
so
commission.
I just describe what I would like, the size, kind of what I'm going for and a feeling, and you would then take it from there, maybe sketch it out or kind of give me some concepts.
Very
Is
much
that kind of
so.
how that works, or
Very much
how's the
so. I'm a
process?
conversationalist, and I'm very hands-on and very talkative. So, talking to people and getting what they would like, trying to touch base as to what they want, as to what they need, and meeting in the middle ground as to what they want. It's a very touchy-feely area, but I do commissions and I love it. It brings in so much clientele and it brings the community together as well. Also, it gets originality out there because you can see a Star Wars piece, but you could want it in your perspective.
Yeah.
And then that person is creating of one.
I love
And
this
I
guy.
don't do
No,
repeats. I don't do reprints. I don't reprint my artwork at all. So when you buy a painting from Paintings by Dad, you are getting the one of one, the Warhol, the Jackson Pollock of that painting.
Would you?
So every time,
Oh, go ahead,
you know,
please.
I'm going to go back to. You mentioned you're on the sidewalks. I hate to say on the streets. On the sidewalks.
Yeah,
I mean,
Well,
but that
we're-
is
we're
a
on the
new.
streets.
Honestly, you could say that.
I'm on
but,
the street
but,
corners a
But
lot
that
of
is
times.
lucrative because how many people
No.
today today will break
This is
out
what
of
we
their
do.
normal 8 to 5, which I do have. I have an 8 to 5 Monday
Oh,
through Friday.
okay.
How many people are going to break out of their 8 to 5 and stand on a street corner and pursue
Right here. we do it.
what
Us
they
two.
what they love?
two
Other
jokers.
than
Us two jokers.
you guys, what you guys
We
are,
don't make
you
a
know.
dime doing this. We have jobs like
Yeah,
So
but this is-
so I'm not going to get into what you do.
So
8
we're
to
one and
5.
the same. We're
I'm
paddling
not
on the
gonna-
same boats.
So yeah, we're nomads. Right?
Yes.
What you already said. So you do Tampa, St. Pete, and Sarasota.
Clearwater. I honestly do a
Clearwater.
little bit of
Well,
everywhere.
so my question is, How do you decide where you want to be on a specific, like this happened just randomly that we were here and you were here, and I've never seen you here before. So what makes you decide that I'm going to go to St. Pete this weekend, I'm going to go to Sarasota this weekend? Tell me.
It is really just a gut feeling.
How he feels.
I honestly,
Now you love him.
I couldn't have told.
Now
I love this guy.
I love this guy.
I love him too. That's awesome.
If you would message me last night, I couldn't have told you that I would have been here today. But being here and touching the amount of people mentally and just, you can't put it into words. You cannot describe it, and you can't put
And I
a
get
dollar
that,
sign
right.
on it.
And this is why we're here.
And before we also go into the next topic, I had drawn out one of the adventure times that I also gave Mark, and a couple, a father and a daughter, approaches me, and they're reviewing the paintings, and the dad says that it's his daughter's birthday, and the daughter says about the adventure time, the smaller canvas, and I say, here, this is yours, and the father says, how much do I owe you? And I said, no, it's free. It's for your daughter, not even for her birthday. I'm just happy to have given you a piece of artwork that you yourself can say that this is mine, and I got it on my birthday. And that person, that daughter, will cherish that piece for years to come. And also, it put an imprint on that couple, the father and the daughter, because it says that people can be people, and I can still love people for who they are and still get something without having to take, without having to ask.
Now
Where are you from?
Now you love him too, don't you?
But where are you from?
Champaign, Illinois.
Oh my
Get
God.
out. My kids went to U of I.
I actually went to Parkland College and
Parkland,
transferred to the U of I for a year, and then I moved to
What
Florida.
So my oldest
It's
son,
such a small
my
world.
oldest son got his undergrad and his master's at U of
Okay.
I. My number 2 son couldn't get in. He went to ISU. You know what ISU stands for? I screwed up because he couldn't get into U of I. That's what my son who's at
Goodness.
ISU. He was like,
Yes.
I can't get into U of I, so I have to go to I screwed up. So he said he's very successful. Everything's fine.
Yes.
And then my daughter went to U of I and got her degree. And yeah, so I've been to
That's just
Champaign a lot.
Yes. And some people like to think of it as a piece of Chicago. And I say, no, Chicago in itself is itself.
Yeah.
Champaign is a totally
Chicago
different
land
entity.
area is kind of a misnomer. Yeah, it's
Champaign, if it wasn't for the university, might not even be
It would
ever
go,
heard of.
Yes,
Yeah,
it would go unheard of.
I mean, it's very,
For sure.
All right, so
it's Prairie Land, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
back to
and
Sarasota
College
Street
Town,
Talk.
too.
So you're from there. I'm sorry.
Sarasota
And,
Street
and
you're
Talk.
College
from
Town, too,
Champaign.
but it's also
That's
got the
Champaign Street
engineering
Talk.
there, too. So engineering is very big in Champaign,
Well,
the
he
school
went.
itself.
He went into the School of Engineering and then switched to architecture.
Yes.
Anyways, back to him. But no, I was just
Neither
curious
here nor
where you're
there.
from. So you went from Champaign to where? I'm sorry.
Champaign to Tampa to pursue my art at AI, the college, and then from there, I basically just Shaolin monked my way around Florida, from being a nomad to being a starving artist to being a card grader to being a fry chef to wanting more, almost hitting 40. I know I don't look it by any means.
You don't look a day over 80.
yeah. Oh, but
I'm kidding. Mark,
Are you sure you're?
I meant that for Mark. I meant that
Are
for
you
Mark.
sure you're not talking about
Mark doesn't
somebody
look a
else?
day over
I don't
80.
like a day over 95 years old.
I don't look a day over 80
starting
either.
with the man
No.
in the mirror.
You don't look 40. No, you don't look 40. You do not
Thank
look-
you, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I wanted more, and I was not okay with thinking that hospitality was where I was going to end my life. So pursuing the art and becoming the starving artist that I am, I could have not asked for more.
Very good. All right, man.
All right.
Well, you know what?
I have.
You want a question?
You're doing the hot seat. You're gonna do the hot seat.
I'm gonna
but
be the
one
hot
more
seat?
question.
Okay.
When are you gonna be back? Because we want to promote him.
Yeah, absolutely.
When are you gonna be back in Sarasota on a Saturday during a podcast?
The next
Good
time that
question.
you guys are here.
We're here
We're every
on the,
Saturday. Pretty soon it'll be
No,
every Saturday.
yeah, but this month.
The next 2
This
Saturdays
month-
will be here.
See, I'm actually spotting
Yeah.
you guys right now, so I'm essentially putting you guys on the map so that
Okay, Well,
you
next
guys-
week we'll be right here.
Okay, so,
So if you come back next week and you're going to be where you were earlier,
mhm.
I think you should do it right there.
if you're listening, then you know that we are going to be here next
Yeah.
Saturday.
There we go.
So make sure that
All
you
right.
are tuned
Painting By
in.
D.A.D
cool.
is going to be right here.
All right, and so we put you in the hot seat real
Oh.
quick. What 2 favorite restaurants downtown? Are you familiar downtown enough to know any of these restaurants around here?
I am not.
Okay. All right.
Are
so
you,
there we
do you
go.
live in Bradenton or Tampa or here? Because you said
Yes.
you go. Okay. You live in all of them.
I love this
Yes.
guy. No, he lives everywhere. He's a nomad.
I am very eclectic, to say the least. I don't
All
know
right,
if you
man.
guys have picked up on that yet.
Well,
but
thank you so much for coming out. It's fantastic, man, to meet you. Fantastic. Thank you.
It has been a
We'll
pleasure.
see you next
And we'll
Saturday.
see you next Saturday.
Here on the street.
This will be up by
This is
Sunday, and we'll get
Monday.
your information, shoot you a link, but we'll
Yeah.
see you next week. So,
This has been a pleasure and utmost opportunity.
man,
Cool.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take care. See, that's great.
That's right.
People
This was
here.
that
This is exactly what we
had,
do. What we do.
we had 3 scheduled people that were
Mhm.
awesome,
Yep.
and then we had an unscheduled person that was awesome.
It was awesome.
This show's always awesome.
It's always, everything's about, it's about Sarasota. It's about the people and the uniqueness about this area. So, God, I love this town. All right, so
All right.
that being said,
Time to
thank
break
you.
down.
Yeah,
105.
yeah, we're going to hang out for a little bit here, but thank you, Gator Club, Parker's Books, Bay Runner,
Farmers Market,
randomly,
Farmers
for allowing us
Market.
to do this.
Thank you.
Farmers Market, thank you.
and our guests.
And all the guests.
And we've got the Derby in about 5 hours.
Okay,
I'm
well,
gonna
we
go
better hurry
get a
up.
suit on. I
We
got to get
better-
a fedora. I got a lot of things to do.
I got absolutely nothing to do until then. I'm going to
All
say
right.
exactly as I am. So,
Right.
all right. Well, have a fantastic day, Scotty.
Oh, you know what? 2 things.
What?
1, 2, 3.
Brian Johnson, Brian Johnson, Brian Johnson. All right, so
Brian, if you're out there,
we know you hear us, and we've been saying this for weeks. Brian Johnson, please come on. We want to talk to you. AC/DC fame. All right.
all right,
And
make
we
good
know you live
choices.
here. And number 2,
Make
make
good
good choices.
All right,
all
ciao.
right. Bye-bye.